Good day, YouTubers. I am Ragamuffin. Today we're going to do something a little different. Brought to you by this Ram 1500. It decided to blow a starter. So let's take a look. With the shaky cam initiated here, we can see here our starter. We are, of course, bottom side top wise. If I can get my hand in here, everything's about 16,000 degrees. Here's our starter. Pardon my hand. Ow. You can see this whole floppy thing here is flopping right around. Looks like the wing of that housing there is broken. So here's your problem. This is a 2014 Ram 1500. It's a V6, and it's only got 80,000 miles. This is currently 2018, May 2018. I would not suspect this to be a failure this early, but yeah, here we are. Alright, from the captain's chair here, we're gonna give the old bird a start and see if she turns over. Hopefully she won't, and you'll be able to hear what I was hearing, so that if you hear this noise, you can tell, yeah, that's definitely my broken ass starter. Horn tech. There's your problem. You're missing half your engine. Yeah, it's a V6. So that's what it sounds like whenever it's not. And it's pretty rough. Our part came with a cute little diagram. It says, did you check the battery? Did you turn it off and on again? Did you check the cables? Yeah, no, it's freaking broken. Yeah, I don't think that a loose battery connection is going to be your problem on this one there. Yeah. She's kind of completely freaking broken. Where's your problem? Looks like there's only a couple bolts holding it in, and we'll go from there. So, today on Pajama Garage, we can see here this starter has two bolts that hold it in, and kind of a dowel there, and kind of a dimple there. I'm guessing maybe on the transmission tunnel there. I guess that's what it mounts to on that side. There was probably another dowel pin to indicate, you know, the location. But two bolts, and here's our old one. And yeah, you can tell that was completely broken. I guess that's the one that goes on this side. But I found a 15 millimeter socket fit that better than 5/8 did. I would think it would be American, but yeah, it's not. So we got one bolt out, and the second one there up higher should be all that's holding it in. I've left the electrical connected so that it's hard to get up there. And I think once we pull this out, we'll be able to more easily access it. Alrighty, got that top bolt undone there. Now we're just kind of hanging in here. There's a little connector up here. I'm gonna try to pull that out. I waited for a while, but everything in here is still really freaking hot. That's even too hot to touch. But we're gonna try to drop this thing out of here after I get that pulled out there, and probably just let this hang down. Something to note here, I was able to pull this out, and wiggling out this starter. On the back side of it, that bolt has is connected directly to your battery, and it just tapped that metal bar there on the engine mount there, and it gave a little bit of a little pop, and in my hasty pick up the camera and record to make fun of the thing that said to remove the battery cable, I actually forgot to remove the battery cable. So yeah, that's still live. Be careful with that. Everything else is grounded. So do remove your battery cable first. Positive. But they say remove the negative first. Anyway, that's up to you. So here's our new parts side by side. Oddly enough, on the original one, there's a dimple right here, whereas the new one has the new one has the pin there. I don't know why that is. Maybe this one had a pin that fell out because this thing was broken and flopping around. Hard to say, but this one is an OEM Denso. We'll come back to that. We're gonna put this in and go from there. So here we are. We've got the bolts started there. I started those by hand, of course. I found it easier to have this kind of loose so I could get the bolt started, and then I popped it in its place. Up here we can see this connector, and here's the plug that plugs into that, and also the battery cable over here. And this kind of has a little bit of a key on it, and I looked at the way it was on there before, and it seemed easier to me to just go ahead and put this in place like this, and then I should be able to tighten that down. But this is a little bit keyed, so make sure you get it on there all the way and on the key the way it's supposed to be. So I'm going to tighten that down, put the plug in, tighten these bolts down, and we'll be back to give it a shot. Alright, so we got those two bolts tightened to a nice medium grunt on the torque scale. Got our plug back in and our battery cable on. This was plugged in, and I think I realized that I broke it off in there. Yes, I did. And we're gonna give that a shove and see if it sticks in there. Oh yeah, that's perfect. And let's test it out. There's that pesky battery cable I was talking about. I do need to put that back on to test it. Good enough. Alright. Whoa, shaky cam. Alright, will she chooch? That's the question. Here we go. Sounds different. I don't know if the motor's not as powerful. It definitely doesn't kick up as fast. I guess that's okay. Yeah. We'll run it like that and see how it goes. Thanks for watching. I said we would come back to this, so here's the original part. It's a Chrysler Denso made in JA pan. And yeah, I don't know why this cracked, but also I noticed this top bolt was loose, and maybe, you know, for whatever reason it was loose and caused all the torque to be put on this bolt. That's my guess, because the amount of, you know, dirt and stuff in here, and this isn't wiping off, so that must have been loose for, you know, some amount of time, because this isn't just dirty from a short period of time that this has been acting up. You know, this has been acting up now for maybe a week, so that's not from 1 week's time. That's from more time. So that's my guess. I don't know. Maybe the top of the thing ends right there, but for whatever reason, this thing was broken. Maybe poor casting, but oh well, it works now. Now I can trade it in. So that wraps it up. I hope this helped you if you're having trouble. If not, I'm sorry. I'm not a mechanic by any means, so don't ask me questions. I probably won't know them. I mean, you can ask, and the community of people that are within YouTube, they could probably help me better than I can. But thanks for watching if you made it this far, and good luck.